Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. It's the GGHOP, the Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast where we get everything started with the GGHOP joke water pistol. A few squirts of fun to start your Hump Day. Here we go from Sky News. Japanese officials had actually found around 10 small holes in the screen, all apparently just the right size to fit a camera lens through, or the same size as the average Japanese erection. Also from Japan, Tokyo AP called Tokyo Futari Story. The city hall's new initiative is just that. The idea is to decrease the number of hitori, or people who are alone in Japan, and increase the number of people who are futari, or couples in Japan, all which are much better than being a fat single American, which is Atari. Just me on that one. Next from the Post. Oh, I think this one will do well. From the New York Post, this is Taylor Dobbins, and she was quoted as saying, "There's no good way on God's green earth that I'm giving birth." She said, "I'm single with a cat." Well, Dr. Fluffers, when it comes down to the paternity of little Noble Dobbins, you are the father. Oh, man. I need an applause sign. From the New York Post as well, a newly discovered yet still mysterious radio signal from the far reaches of space seems to repeat itself hourly, and it's perplexing scientists. But found out it seems to be using Morse code. This is the actual Morse code translation. Don't know Morse code? Let me translate it for you. Roll the theme song. Oh. Up on the internet, what do you see? Clickbait, politics dressed as comedy. Who's outraged? Who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led, to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to stop the show, but there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast. Damn tabs. Hey there, it's Wednesday, GGHOP time, Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness podcast. I'm your host, Bill Gates. I'm joined with James Swinford.
Good morning.
Karen went to Fazoli's or something.
She's on Karen leave.
Karen's at Fazoli's. No, she'll be back tomorrow night.
She has adventures.
Yes. We're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market right here. Wilson Farm Market's fresh taste of country fried pies, chicken, jalapeno cheddar loaves, the whole deal. And we're also sponsored by Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works.
And we're broadcasting live from the tap room at Frankfurt Beer Works in the heart of the Christian Ridge Historic District. Again, I'm Bill Gant, James Swinford. We're here for an hour. Ready to go.
It's Father's Week, right?
It's Father's Week. So we'll do a few stories. We've got something exciting here later on. Also, we'll talk about it later, but be sure to join us tomorrow night. Back on for another night show.
Thursday night.
Thursday night. Very good. Very good.
Try not to be liquored up as Karen was last episode.
Karen's going to take it easy this Thursday.
She said she's going to eat food this time.
Good. Yeah. Because I think she ate lunch and then drank for about 8 hours. But she was fine. She was talkative.
That's how I like to do on a Friday, usually. That's how I am on a Friday.
She was cutting loose. I think that's the idea what we're trying to do. And, she deserves it.
I thought it was funny we were done. She's like, I didn't mean to keep cutting people off. I'm like, no, that's exactly what we've been wanting you to do.
Yes, by all means, hop in there. Just roll over people.
Yeah. Thursday Karen's different.
Thursday night Karen is very different than morning Karen. Yes, and not like real Karens at all.
No,
she's not very Karen-y. No. So this first story, we've already done this story before.
This is about the screen.
Yeah.
Mount. They put up this in front of the mountain.
There was too many people in their town taking pictures.
Exactly. Fuji Kawaguchiko is the name of the town, and then people would come take a picture of the convenience store. Lawson is what it's called, and they would call it Mount Fuji Lawson. And again, we talked about this before, but if somebody's already taken the pictures and they're up on,
What are you doing?
What are you? Do you really want to drive there when you're in Japan with all the things to see? That's what you want to go see?
Because who the hell else cares?
No, it makes for great stories for us.
How many people gone on vacations and come back and show you a bunch of pictures? You're like, oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah, that's the truth too.
Yeah,
people really
that's
don't.
for you later on to reminisce about yourself.
Yeah,
that's not for like, hey, look at all this stuff. No,
which I think people found on like Facebook after a while. Like, you know, I don't really want to put these pictures on anyway, and then I feel like I have to like them. And
it seems like we all have a few friends that are just like always on a vacation. Like, how are they just always on a vacation?
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah,
FBI needs to look into that.
Yeah,
or maybe like you put like one picture on once in a while, not 20 of them. So yeah, they still.
What's vacation, by the way?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't take
either.
real vacations.
Yeah.
That's
Father's Day list number 1. Real vacation.
I want a real vacation.
Goddamn real vacation.
Damn it! But that's okay because I don't know. Real vacations then tends to get into a lot of planning.
There'd be some other fucking hassle to throw it all out of whack.
There's stuff. Take vacation on the weekends.
Other dad shit.
Vacations.
That's
right?
what I do. Fridays.
Other stuff. So here in Fujigawa Kuchiko, they put up the net. They spent it says 1.3 million yen. That's about $7,000.
Man.
On the screen, which isn't too bad. A little over 8 foot high, 66 feet long. But again, they've already started poking holes in it and just taking pictures through it. One especially popular viewing location is the Lawson, of course, with the Mount Fuji. We talked about that. So
why don't they just put like a giant blow up penis on the fucking top of the store that just blocks the view and totally makes it terrible for people to take pictures of?
I just figured it out. What you're
and
saying.
You know what they call it? The cock blocker. The cock
Mount
blocker.
Cocky Blocky.
Yeah. Well,
you know what they
Cocky
should
Blocky's
do?
on.
You could still put a penis out in the parking lot. That would help, like, just deter maybe.
You could make it like the inflatable tube guy too. He could
the
be
wacky one. Hey, you know what? My idea now. If you are watching this in Japan, or you can get this to the officials in Japan, I think I figured it out. So the black screen is out in front of the parking lot, where you could then walk past the screen, then go into the lot, then go to the store.
You have to think about it on perspective.
Put the screen all over the front of the store, except where people walk in, and make it over the top, then you've done it.
Yeah.
Because you've blocked out the store. Now you'd have to go behind the store, and then now who gives a shit?
And that's not like a chain, is it? Is it like a chain?
I don't think so. I think it's just like, Eddie's, it's like Lawson's. I mean, it does say, I got a feeling it might be a bit of a chain, but either way, if you want to stop people, you put the fence out too far. The fence needs to be closer to the building. See if they don't change it. Imagine it. Or, you could do, like we said before, you could just not put the fence up and just fucking go with it.
Yeah.
Hell, encourage people to do it, and then that'll make people think it's not good.
Do you even have to have a store? You can probably just sell tickets to sit out front at this point.
Sure. But people were just, like we said, we read the first one that people were complaining that people are not crossing at the crosswalks, and it was a lot of kind of Karen-y sounding shit. Like,
it's going to be all those...
just like, let it go.
Just set up a fucking souvenir stand. It's like, I came here and all I got's the same picture and a lousy t-shirt,
Yes.
And then put the picture of it on the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like yours a little to hop on, to glom onto yours a bit. How about a group of people, of Japanese guys that sit out there all day, and then they've got like a live cam and a special show, and they make fun of you all day for doing that.
Yeah, that'd be
Where you from?
fantastic.
Where you from? How far did you travel? Where else have you been? You stopped here? You're an idiot. Give you a shirt like you're an idiot shirt, or just shame them into it.
It'll all be in Japanese and shit with all the crazy writing and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be fun. Shame them into not doing it.
Ruh-roh, what we got here?
Yes.
New Jersey.
That's how them guys talk. Really, you can't do the R's.
It'd be like
baby thing.
it would be like the South Park when they'd always cut to it. It's like, oh, I'm American. I just put it on my credit card.
Oh, well, another story here about Japan. Sticking here. This is interesting. So they're trying to get people together. Marriage is on the decline in Japan.
Are they gonna stack them up so they can reach something up high?
Because they're little folks. Not just their micro penises. Marriage is on the decline in Japan. Country's birth rate fell an all-time low, according to health ministry data. Last year, there were 474,717 marriages, down from 504,930 in 2022. While the amount of babies was 727,277, down from 770,000. So the so-called baby boom era of the 70s in Japan, there were 2 million births a year back then. Many people here in this article, it says, like
Man,
many.
that's a lot for a tiny ass island, right?
That's
there.
a lot of people. There's a lot of people there anyway. You know,
Yeah.
they build up, and fewer Japanese are interested in. I just like this in old style marriage. What's new style marriage? I mean, whatever. They're concerned that Japanese workplace norms tend to lead to extremely long hours and rarely meeting people outside of work. That's very true.
Yeah.
I know that you have to like go to work, and then after work, you're expected to go out with like the boss.
And the
and hang out
anime
with him.
anime porn's a lot more graphic.
The anime porn is hard to say no to. You're constantly whacking it. I mean, you're just constantly whacking it. But they do stay out late. You got to go out with the boss, and they stay out, and then they stay out till like 3 a.m, and then they have to be there at like 7.
That just sounds
And they
like,
do that over and over and over.
sounds like me in my 20s, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're 20, you
Yeah.
can hang with this kind of stuff. But after a while, man, they're in your 30s and 40s. And
no.
what are we doing? Why are we out partying every night? That's like what they do. It's like their thing. So that sucks. Some say raising children is expensive.
Some. Yeah, who doesn't say that?
Yeah, thank you. Water is wet.
People that are filthy rich are the only people
Sun
that say
hot.
that. Yeah.
Again, really? Tokyo City Hall.
NBA dads don't say that.
No, hell no. No. NBA dads, Crow Martys.
Who, where?
Tokyo City Hall sponsoring an event where singles can meet and couples can get counseling on marriage, the few that are married, and where lovers can have their stories on how they first met turned into manga comics or songs.
That sounds really, really like just comfortable.
Well, I think it'd be
Put a
fun.
bunch of awkward people in a room that don't socialize, and just it'll be like a dance in elementary school, and all the boys are on one side, the
Yeah.
girls are on the other, and they're awkward.
Something to get these guys together. We gotta get these Japanese people married and get them screwing. But the manga
Do we, though?
comics, well, they do.
Oh, it's
all up to
their
them.
task.
It's a
Yeah,
their
it's their task.
problem. They're working on it. The manga comics, though, I would like to see it's like when you fell in love and the wedding night or the first date when you finally score. I want one of those panels, where it's like actiony. And the background's flying behind you. I had a lot of fun. Got to catch them all. Okay, zipping right through today. This next one, I thought you would think this is pretty interesting. After 38 weeks and no signs of pregnancy, Taylor Dobbins from Arizona gave birth to an 8-pound, 15-ounce, almost a 9-pounder. 24-year-old has an irregular menstrual cycle ever since a miscarriage. Man, Karen should be here for this. It's gross. Which is why I don't want to talk about women parts. So this is why she didn't notice that she missed a period, is because she's done that her whole life. So that's why she didn't even think, hey, maybe I'm pregnant. Okay. So she woke up in pain on May 18th and went to work anyway. Eventually got so bad she thought she had appendicitis. So she went there. And so the first time she shows up and they run a couple tests, they're like, hey, you're pregnant. And she's like, oh, man, no way. She's like, yeah, you're like, you're like 3 or 4 weeks along. And then she sits there a little bit longer and they come back and she says, so remember when I told you I think you're 6 to 8 weeks? I said, yeah. She goes, unfortunately, I was wrong. You're 38 weeks and 5 days.
Jesus Christ.
So you're like overdue.
Was she already a bigger gal?
Yeah, on the picture I put one up there. She's yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah,
okay.
she's not like 100 pounds or something.
Yeah.
So you definitely fit that too. And she said, there's no way I could be pregnant. And then she said, I'm single with a cat and then single with a cat and a baby now. So I used it a bit for the joke that the cat was the father. According to 2011 review, studies found that a rate of what she has is called a cryptic pregnancy. And it's about 1 in 2,500 pregnancies.
What does that mean?
It means you have no clue until like the last second that you're pregnant. You don't get sick. Your body doesn't change much.
She don't want to admit it's the guy that runs the gas station down
You
the road.
don't want to admit that maybe it was the cat. But yeah. But when she's like, there's no God way I could be doing it. Like, okay, something. But she actually looks like, again, obviously I'm wrong a bit, but she looks like she wouldn't be interested in somebody like me or you.
Well, Yeah.
I just mean white people. No, I mean guys. So I think she maybe isn't. I don't know what happened. I don't know how this. I have no idea how this
Is she
semen.
narcoleptic too, and somebody's banging her to sleep? What the fuck?
A cryptic a narco pregnancy. Not what you think it is. You think about relaxing and cool, but it's not. It
No, it
means
doesn't sound like
it
it
means
at
you're
all.
sleeping while you're being impregnated. Yeah, I have no idea how semen creeped into this woman. I don't get it. But yeah, and so 1 in 2,500, man, that's kind of a few people could have that stuff. You know what I mean? That's kind of that's not many. It reminds me of the other one. Is it endocryptic or endoscopic pregnancy? That's where you have the baby, but it's in the wrong spot. Like sometimes if people have had babies that are actually like growing in their side of their thigh.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it like goes, it morphs and goes to like a different area instead of right where it should be. So if you're out there, take the tests.
Happy Father's
Take the
Day.
tests. Yeah, happy Father's Day to whoever. I mean, she had, again, there was no. Well,
Yeah.
we didn't even talk about who it was. I don't know.
That poor guy.
You are the father, Maury. Whatever happened to Maury Povich?
He's still around.
Is he still around? Still alive and
I
everything?
don't know if he's like doing shows or anything, but he's still
Okay,
around.
okay.
I know he's still alive.
He married Connie Chung, right? Connie Chung.
I don't remember. I don't pay attention to
Okay.
celebrity
Oh.
couples.
I only old ones, I guess. But
Yeah.
Connie Chung used to do the news on
I know Connie Chung is.
NBC or ABC.
First Asian lady to do the news.
The first Asian lady. And
be-
what did she say the first
To
day?
be an anchor, right?
What did she say the first day?
Hero.
There you go. That's it. Off the backboard to the
Yeah.
James. So another post story.
Fa ra 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 ra.
From the Post. This mysterious signal from space coming in every hour.
And I think that's funny because we're doing the same thing back with the ones that we were sending out. Have you seen all the random ones that we've sent?
Oh, yeah, we
And
did. We
remember
sent stuff out there,
And the
yeah.
one that had like the stick figure ones and the shit that we were
You
doing.
got the guy and the woman on there, and
Yeah.
then it's got I forget what the record. Then they put something on an album, and it's like
Put it on like a phonograph thing too that would have like so it would spin and have like
Yeah.
the old school style.
and it's a blues song. It's something
Yeah.
Twilight. Yeah, it's weird. So I don't know. We still haven't heard back much. It comes from an estimated 4.85 kiloparsecs. It does the kettle run in 9 parsecs. Away, according to their data, and considering that a regular parsec equates to, let's see, it's 109, it's 192 trillion miles is one. So it's 4.85 of those. That's how far away this fucking thing is, right? So
So like 5-6 trillion miles away.
400 trillion and a half miles away.
What's Neil deGrasse Tyson's view
What
on
does
this?
he think about
That's
that?
what I'm saying.
You know what he thinks? No, I don't care what he thinks.
Protons.
I'd rather ask. Yeah, it's most likely a very unusual neutron star, not the neutron dance. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
80s.
Doing the neutron dance.
They can't rule out other possibilities, but the other possibilities they don't think are aliens. All signs point to I was telling somebody about this the other night. I almost made this joke. If not a neutron star, signs point to a white dwarf. Peter Dinklage couldn't be reached for comment. Tyrannian Lester or whatever the fuck his name is. The Earth-sized cinder of burnout star that has exhausted its fuel. So they think that something's going around it, and when you don't hear it is when this other planet's in the way, and then when you hear it, it's coming towards you. So it is not aliens reaching out to probe your butt or probe your mind. Unfortunately. What do you think? Is there anything out there?
There's something out there.
You think there's something out
But
there?
like I always said, I don't think it's anything like us. It's just
Yeah.
there's some jelly in a fucking lake and
Some microbes.
it's like a police song.
Yeah.
What was that one? I can't remember. Synchronicity?
Synchronicity?
One of those songs.
That's about things on other planets? I didn't know.
No, it's just like describing like the start of like
Oh,
evolution.
evolution.
Yeah.
Okay. Police. I don't know. I'm kind of in and out of those guys.
That's my shit.
Well, I wasn't in and out of those guys. That's not how I kind of want to, that's not how I want to come across.
Better start feathering
can't stop.
Start feathering your hair.
So, fantastic. I think there's things out there too, but I actually think there's things out there, but then all the things that people talk about is that if there are things out there and they do get a hold of us, they're probably not going to be friendly.
Yeah, I hope everybody's all like fired up because they got a signal from something and it ends up being like the Borg from Star Trek.
Yeah, all the things point to if someone can get back with
It's
us,
a giant cube that just sucks all the fucking energy out of everything. Yeah.
if they can contact us back or whatever, that means they're probably 3 times advanced, and they'll be here to kill all of us. Yeah. It wouldn't be good. We'll trade all this for beads.
That's why that's the song "Pets" by Porno Papyrus.
We'll make great pets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the Martians will come and take us all over, and we'll make great pets.
Which, incidentally, they're coming in concert, like you said.
Right.
Like I said, that's for Rose Dead.
Yep.
Cool.
Live paper.
Well, we're almost about halfway through. We're brought to you by Wilson Farm Market right here, the fresh taste of country, fried pies, chicken, etc., etc. And join us tomorrow night. I think I'm going to be able to run over tomorrow and get my loaves of bread and wear my bikini tomorrow. Should be pretty tasty. Then that bread will be donated to children here in town. Or elders. It'll be
to feed ducks on the duck run.
It'll be sliced up and
Down
then
Prairie
sent out
Creek.
for Meals on Wheels sandwiches for children all this weekend. The bread I wore.
It's gonna make salty ass croutons.
Eat of my flesh.
Yeah, we're
Taste of
starting
my
a cult.
taste of
We're
my.
gonna start a cult.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you a toilet brush.
yeah. Trust me, you'll want one of the ones that are up on my tent.
Praise Jesus. Praise.
You don't want one from the rear end. So a lot of fun. So the next thing, so it's Father's Day week. So the other day we did what makes a good father, poked fun of that. And now this one, I found something. There were shitty gifts, things you should not get your father. And we did this for Mother's Day too. Don't get this kind of stuff for your mom. This is the same kind of thing. Don't get this kind of dumb shit for your dad. Okay. And then tomorrow, which we'll talk about in the middle of this, we're going to do, like for James and I, what do we really want, or what do guys really want for Father's Day?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is shitty gifts, 10 things. I think it's 12. 12 things, maybe. I don't know. It's some number.
A bunch of stuff.
Some stuff, a number.
1075.
1075. Can you like that, James? Good morning, Barrie, Ontario. Loonies and Toonies all afternoon. Here's Rush. Yeah. As you can see, they're playing some Imagine Dragons at that time when I did that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So,
Even worse.
yeah. Well, I looked at it and I'm like, hey, man, what's this radio station? I'm like, and I get to this part. I'm like, what? What's the Monopoly money? What are we doing?
It's a good thing they spell it with a K.
I thought this thing was from England or fucking Bulgaria or something. And then, yeah, it took me a minute. So they're from Barrie. And that's here. And I just was dying to show you that there's Barrie. It's just north of Toronto and just over there from Michigan.
Yep.
Where I think you're going to be going in a couple days.
Yep.
Yes.
And I've also been to Toronto.
You've been oh, that's right. You saw a game. Did you see a game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. How was Brampton? Don't even get you started on
No,
Brampton.
I started through Hamilton and went up.
Oh.
I went Windsor, went across, then went up.
Okay.
I kind of did the outskirts.
How about Mississauga? Man, those guys
Mississauga?
are fucking awful, aren't
Oh,
they?
no, it's all
Total shitheads. Total jackasses. But Barrie, there they are. They're like a little, looks like Lafayette or something up there.
Yeah.
Middle of kind of nowhere. So this is from them. And here we go. Avoid disappointing your dad this year. 12 days, the worst Father's Day gifts. Don't forget your dad is something special. And this is by Charlie.
It's Canadian, so the first one's going to be, he already has a flannel.
Yes, mac and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese. Then I just really quickly, if you happen to glance at this like I did yesterday, because sometimes there's a couple websites, like when I get the weird stories and I've gone and looked at them, I'm like reading them and like, this is pretty good. And then I look at the top and it's like from fucking 2011. I'm like, God damn it. I don't want to read this. It was like one was a UFO thing, and it was this whole thing going back and forth with somebody in the middle of a band and talking about how what he saw was real. And I look, and it was like, yeah, it was from 2004. I'm like, God, update your weird news. But this one, if you look, it says 4/6. So when I first glanced at it, I'm like, fucking April 6th. Like, I'm like, oh, I forgot. Everyone else does. This is it the other way.
Does what?
They put dates all around the world, really probably more the proper way, smallest to biggest. The first is the day, the second's the month, the third's the year. So we do month, day, year. So I first glanced at it, I'm like, are you
And the only reason I know that's from playing military games that are based out of other shit. So I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
So yeah, this is not from April 6th, just in case you glance at that very quickly.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is like 21?
We like to get stuff done early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is by Charlie from what is it? Cool 107? What is it? 99.2?
Cool 107.
Cool 107.5. Your hope for classic hits. Here's more here's more Helix. There's a Canadian band. Here's more Helix. Here's more Kim Mitchell.
It's
if
kitty.
you watch Trailer Park Boys,
Yeah.
get it going on the Mitchell. All right. So, number one. And so, again, it would be nice if Karen here, but again, this is Father's Day, so we'll have to have her around. Socks and underwear, James. Sure, everyone needs socks and underwear, but getting these for Father's Day can feel a little boring. Dads want something fun or special on their day, not just the basics.
Get me socks and underwear.
Okay, you were cool with that?
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten socks and underwear for Father's Day? Did anyone give you that ever?
No, I don't ask for shit on any holiday.
I don't either. So that's
Yeah.
They asked me the other day. I told them no.
Yeah.
I will say that socks and underwear, when I think of socks and underwear for presents, it's like a Christmas thing, man. I mean, you
Yeah.
always get it's like a filler. I don't know of anybody. I don't know anybody that's given their father socks or underwear. Okay, but we need it. I found some articles, why men keep their underwear forever. Men keep underwear for 7 years on average, this study showed. Yeah, so we could use it. And this is just to show you that, however, most experts recommend replacing your underwear every 6 to 12 months. I haven't replaced a thing of underwear in 6 months in my life. That's madness.
I
No
wear
way.
shorts.
Well, like, I mean, boxers. I mean, anything.
Yeah.
Do you replace your boxers every 6 months and just throw them away even if they aren't in bad shape?
Like every couple of years, I replace all my socks and underwear. Just out
Okay.
of I just fucking want to get new stuff.
So if
Like every couple of years, I just redo my whole shit and just buy a bunch of stuff.
okay, you just have a date where you just wipe it clean.
Like this past when I went down to that concert, shit, I don't know when the fuck it was, March or whatever.
Okay.
Hit the outlet malls, bought like a whole new set of pants.
Okay.
But this is all like shit that's gonna be like 2 or 3 years down the road before I replace any of that.
Yes, but the underwear and socks, if you get a hole in your sock, do you throw it away? Do you keep wearing it and
Oh, I
washing
get
it?
rid of socks.
Okay.
Socks, I will throw those away.
Cool. And how about underwear? If it gets a little ratty, do you wear it?
My
You
underwear,
said you do for a couple years.
my underwear don't get ratty.
No, never gets old
No.
just from washing, maybe. Or no.
When I used to wear regular briefs, yeah, and I'd get rid of those all the time.
Okay.
But I didn't wear those very much.
All right. Crusty in front, crusty in back. All right, number two. Number two, on our way to 12 from Cool 107.5. Cheap tools. Dads often love tools, but giving cheap ones that break easily is a bad idea. If you want to get tools, make sure they're good quality. Otherwise, it's just a waste of money. And then they're
What are the best Chinese power tools?
I put that in there. Fix Tech, Shervon, Hakoki, Kasibi, Ebic, Jiangsu GG Tools Limited. They're fucking amazing. Kangton, Hambo. Hambo sounds like I don't know, a fat Rambo. Hambo.
Yeah, Hambo.
Royce and Ronix. These are some top Chinese power tool brands.
It's like they found Rambo out in the forest. And they were trying to get him, but he's just in there eating.
Yeah.
Those all sound very like
Yes.
great value Dollar
Uh-huh.
General. Yeah.
These might show up broken. Yeah. So, but here's the deal. So I don't know about you, but we don't need cheap tools because dads are cheap tools. We're cheaper than women. They don't touch the fucking thermostat. Hey, you better put some what? And then I put that on there, and I was looking for that exact that thing. And then the other night I was just finishing this thing up. And is that a thing? Is that supposed to troll me? Is that something bad? Look, it says you better put some water on the mat. Damn shit.
Oh,
Did I just get a shit one? Is that on purpose?
It's to say you better put some water on that damn shit.
That's what I'm saying. But not until I had it, and I'm just about ready to go to bed. I look at it and like, put some water on the mat.
It's
damn
like when
shit.
I'm watching one of my podcasts or something, and it's a hillbilly guy or somebody like Pat McAfee or something.
Okay.
And the fucking closed caption don't keep up with it right and puts all kinds of crazy gibberish up there.
That's
They're not really
gotta
saying
shit.
it. That's
Okay.
probably what that
That's
is.
what's going on.
That's
Okay.
probably an AI generated meme.
You better put some water on that man shit. So yeah, dads tend to be a little bit cheaper anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're the ones telling you not to spend so much. You don't need that. Reuse that. Your underwear's fine.
Your underwear's fine.
I buy underwear and socks every 3 years. I do a complete wipe.
No, I
you
had
know.
to get all new socks because my son started wearing the same size and brand as me. So I was like, all right, I gotta get totally new socks.
Oh, he's borrowing your stuff.
No, he just
like
they're,
shirts.
they're all the same and stuff. So he just grabs them. We wear the same Puma socks. Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, how about more bad things? World's best dad mugs. Do you have any of these?
No.
No way.
I
You're
doubt
right in there.
I would never qualify for that.
mugs with "World's Best Dad," quote unquote, on them. They're very nice, but if you give one every year, then you're psychotic. It gets old. Try to think of something new and different. Get creative to show your dad how much you care. I like that very 70s, 80s looking "World's Best Dad" cup.
That is pretty sweet.
But you don't.
I love the 70s font.
You don't drink coffee, right?
No, tea.
Oh, you do drink tea?
Tea.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's an empty bottle of it sitting right down there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But you don't make tea at home like in a cup.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
You do. What's your tea? What is it? What's the one? Is it Pico? Is it Earl Grey? What do you have in?
Twinings.
Twinings.
Irish breakfast.
Oh, okay. I saw a movie once called Twinings, and it was not about Irish breakfast.
I think it's 20. What? It's only got one in.
It was young. It was a bunch of young twinks. I think it's called Twinkings. Never mind. My thing's different.
No.
So how about these? Now that one over there, the tit one.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, the tit one.
Yeah.
You can tell that's a mug from, she's had a baby. It's all darkened, dark areolas.
She's in her 30s, late
That's what I'm
30s,
saying.
40s at that
And
point.
it's pretty good for sitting up that high. Those I think were popular in the 70s. Everybody made those and
It's not
handed
big.
those
I'd have
home.
to have the 1 gallon mug.
Yes. Yes, you would need the.
I would need the 1 gallon mug, like the 3 gallon Tupperware one back in the
Mega.
day.
Yes.
With the suction
Holds
topper thing.
6 gallons.
Yeah.
Yes, that yours would be made by like Aladdin, the people that make giant Gatorade. Now, what about the one in the middle, James? Would that work? Come on.
When I went up to that concert that was up in Michigan,
Yeah.
they were selling all sorts of different ones of those.
Just like that.
Yep.
Just different phrases. On
Different.
there.
It had different designs and stuff. They were all hand painted.
You think they work?
Yeah.
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 I was thinking like, do you have to drink everything
I don't
first
know.
or?
I wouldn't mess around with it.
Okay. I'm just afraid to keep tipping it and then.
But they had
It's
a
gonna
bunch of
spill out,
there was a
or-
bunch of different variations of it too, but that was kind of what the gist was.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a water bong.
Okay. Oh, it's using what's in there. Mm-hmm. I thought it was closed off and separate and coming through the side and just going up
Could
like
be.
a pipe.
Could be.
Oh, so it's actually infusing your coffee. With,
I don't know.
Put ice.
I
in
mean, it
there.
looks like it's just ceramic on there, so it's probably just individual.
See,
but
I
it would
like-
be cool if it was that.
I like.
I'm thinking ahead.
Then there's these choices, which this is more like what I think of, like whatever, like that one down the left. Rinse it the fuck out. Okay, I don't care. So I don't care about the coffee mugs. They can look like that. I'll just give them a quick rinse, and I don't really care.
Shit, I don't even have a. I just got.
And
a,
you don't.
I got a glass mug. I don't give a
You're
fuck.
drinking tea, and you got a
Yeah.
glass piece mug. Number 4, funny T-shirts. Funny. You have a funny T-shirt on today. You said some people didn't know even what it was.
Yeah, it's my Cheech and Chong shirt.
This Cheech and Chong on there, not just the California thing.
Yeah, you can't really see it. I'm all.
Is that a new shirt? Is that new? Did you get that at the when you went on the trip?
I bought this for $7 at J.C. Penney's about 12 years ago.
Nice.
And
It
it's
looks fantastic.
Still holding up, and it was already like pre-faded, like it was already looked old. So it's just always looked old. So yeah,
Got that? How times have changed. You got that J.C. Penney.
$7.
There have been a time they would have never put that in J.C. Penney.
No, that's why I was shocked it was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pre-COVID, post-COVID. You said it's 12 years old.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's way
12
back.
years old.
Yeah.
That's from 2012.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man. Looking good. Well, so you know a little bit about a funny shirt, right?
Oh, I
But
used
you
to
wear a
have
lot of
ton of-
music shirts, though. not
Yeah, I used to wear a
necessarily
ton
joke
of band
shirts.
shirts, but it was just from concerts I went to.
Yes.
So I always had band T-shirts all the time. This is like the only. This is probably one of the fewest times anybody sees me with sleeves.
So nobody gives you these type of shirts, right?
Yeah, nobody gives
Your
me
son
anything.
doesn't give you a shirt.
Nobody
all
gives
right.
me anything.
Well, yeah, okay. He gives you nothing. My son
No.
does nothing for
No.
me. Okay. T-shirts with funny logos and sayings can be hit or miss.
I used to wear the I'm Rick James bits shirt all the time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had that one for a minute.
What happened? Got a hole in it?
Oh, I wore it playing like softball. I got destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe
It was one of those I'm just whatever shirts.
maybe it finally just got its own apartment and just smoked crack by
Yeah.
itself. And
East
kinda-
St. Louis.
yeah. Sometimes they're hilarious, but other times they're just not that funny. I know a lot about that. So if you saw the first 5 minutes of the show, it's best to skip these unless you know your dad will really love it. So there's one with a fish on it. I jerk it every chance I get.
Masturbator.
Masturbator.
If you can read this, put me back on my bar stool.
Yeah. We covered this whole thing with the socket. It's fucking,
Yeah.
it's clothes all over again. So I'm
Yeah.
not doing it again. All right. So
It's different if it's like his team, if his team and you bought him a jersey, or his team and you bought him a
yeah,
shirt.
and I got like a million shirts. I have to tell them all the
Yeah.
time, like enough with the t-shirts.
Yeah.
I have plenty of
I
t-shirts.
found my size. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need 67 t-shirts.
Yeah.
I'm really good. How about random gadgets? Bum, 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 bum.
Ooh.
Did you watch Inspector Gadget?
Oh, it was my favorite.
Okay. All right. Like Penny? Penny's cute.
I never gave a shit for
I was in second
animated
grade.
stuff.
Okay. I thought she was cute. Penny was cute.
That was when you watched the afternoon shows that had like Alyssa Milano and shit like that on it. Those
Yes.
yeah.
Now, you know, remember the company that made this? Remember laughing at that as a kid?
Yeah. Deke.
Deke. It was DIC.
No, I still watch. They have a whole thing of like a block of all those cartoons together.
Okay.
Yeah, I still watch it.
All the Dekes.
Yeah.
Because it says Dick.
Got to get my 2 hours of Deke in.
I was in second grade. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah. So Inspector Gadget, which later they made a movie, right?
Yeah.
What's his
I
name?
think so.
Ferris Bueller was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No.
I didn't either.
No.
Okay. Cartoons are great. Gadgets can be cool, but some are just plain useless. Avoid things like a banana slicer or an egg separator. What? They might seem fun at first. No, they don't.
I want to know what a banana slicer is now.
I don't know either. An egg separator. Oh, yeah. Okay. So
I
an
know
egg
what
separator.
egg separator is.
Okay. But a banana slicer?
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't mean that. It's Canadian, so I don't know.
Yeah.
They're fun at first, but they'll probably end up sitting in a drawer. Okay, whatever. Like this one?
Colt Snug Tugger.
Remember the Colt Snug Tugger penis ring? How about that for Dad?
Special offer, only $9.74.
$9.74. How do you feel? That was just fun to say. The Colt Snugger Tugger penis ring. Man, a lot of fun. So yeah, how about a gadget like that? I have a friend that is a gadgety person.
That sounds like a Wild West, like a ring of people that went around just grabbing people's dicks where they couldn't find them. So it was like the Colt Snugger Tugger penis ring. We got to get these guys.
You're right. And look, here's the thing. What we keep doing is we keep saying Colt Snugger Tugger. It needs to be called the Snugger Tugger.
Yeah.
We've added
Colt
the
Snug
ER.
Tugger penis ring.
That snug throws off the cadence. It's Colt Snugger Tugger penis ring.
Or Snugger Tug.
Or Snug Tug.
Snugger Tug.
Or Snooty for short. Yeah. So there you go. There's a fun, crafty, gifty. Now, do you I'm gonna get off this thing so I don't look at that constantly. Do you gadgety? You ever buy little things, little stuff?
No.
You don't, do you?
No.
Chicken, weed,
Yeah.
vaginas.
I'm basic.
Breasts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. I have a friend that is very gadgety.
Oh, I got tons of friends that have to get the new stuff too. Always got to get the new stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But gadgety stuff, I bought a couple of things years ago, like thinking like, yeah, man, this is kind of cool. And then one, it was where it would vaporize. It was like a vape.
Yeah.
But it was very early, and it was like a wooden box.
Yeah.
And it had this metal tube on the front. And had a
yeah.
battery in it,
No,
a AA battery.
It was an old school vaporizer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had a plastic
Plastic
lid.
lid, and then you
Okay,
put
this
the bag
coil
on it.
heated up in there.
And then you put the bag on.
So somebody got this. Then I get that. And then and then there's also an electronic cigarette that would light up blue.
Yeah,
that
I
you
remember
put like
those too.
juice in.
Yeah.
I think both those things I got them because this friend got them because he's very gadgety. And then like within 6 months, I got something in the mail. Like both of them had like class action lawsuits against them.
Just randomly catching
They're
on fire.
terrible.
blowing
Yeah,
up.
they were like total trouble.
Yeah.
So I since then I have not bought, and I've never been a.
I guess the only thing I would consider that would be like I got one of those like shiatsu back things. That's like the sit down deal.
Yeah.
Like one of those as seen on TV type of deals, like massage chair.
But you don't order things constantly from the Sharper Image.
No.
Yeah, that's what I think of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Also, gadgety stuff can be expensive. I guess we grew up in the 80s, and
I mean, how many slap chops do you need?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like we grew up in the 80s watching all these ads for like dumb, weird shit.
It was more entertaining than it was. You weren't actually supposed to. We didn't ever. I mean, I honestly thought nobody was ever supposed to buy that shit. We just thought they were entertaining ass commercials.
That's what I'm saying.
Then you go to grandma's house and there's like fucking 20 or 30 different things up there. Well, I got
laptops for everybody this Christmas. Grandma, damn it. But yeah, we grew up with a lot of like dumb, goofy shit that you knew would be worthless.
Everybody was trying. And then in between those, the commercials would be, hey, do you got an invention? Come and send away for this thing so you can be an inventor. You remember those? Those are all the time.
Just the other day.
They still have them in the middle of the night.
Okay, so real quick story that is related to that. And then maybe I'll bring it up maybe tomorrow. I need to bring Morgana tomorrow too. Some information about Morgana, the kissing bandit we talked about. But the other day we were playing, my son is getting ready to play an old video game called Saints Row 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's on PlayStation 2.
Yep.
Now he was talking. I think he's actually getting ready to do like his insulin shot or something. So he was getting the stuff together, and we were talking. And he turned on the game, and it's sitting on the start screen, and there's music in the background. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess after it sits for like 15 minutes, like it sat longer than it ever had, it goes dark and it comes up and it starts, and it's like this whole, it's like you're watching TV in this fake city. And I'm like, have you ever seen this? He's like, no. And then soon it starts to like change channels, and there's like different little funny things related to things in the video game. And one of them it turns to really quick for about 5 seconds is a guy, and he's dressed up kind of in a weird outfit. He's got big black glasses. The suit's really big, and he's going, you can get stuff for free. Do you remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
The guy who had the question mark.
Did you ever
suit.
watch his special? He has a YouTube.
No. What's his name? Do you know his name or what?
No, I don't remember his name, but there is a YouTube short documentary about that guy.
Okay.
And his wife and how he started that whole little thing.
Yeah.
And he was, you can make money from doing these things that the government doesn't know. And
Free money.
Free
and
money
then
from
buy
the
this
government.
book.
Yeah.
And it's you can write, and it's free money. It's free this. It's free everything.
There's
all in my book.
Yeah. There's a YouTube little documentary about him. I watched it like maybe a year ago.
I'll bring it tomorrow. Maybe we can watch a video or something with him. In
Yeah.
it. But he's covered in like a question mark suit.
Marks.
Big black guy. The suit is huge, and he's super goofy and wacky.
He looks like a cross between Bill Nye the Science Guy and that
Yes.
guy and the guy that dances on the fucking Six Flags.
a little bit. He's
Like,
got the moves of
because
the
he's
old
like,
man.
oh, yeah.
He's got the moves of the old man getting off the bus.
I got a video from that concert or that show that I went to that was a weed friendly one up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Of a guy dancing around.
And he danced just like.
I'll show you that. He's got a suit on and everything. I'll show it to you when the show's over.
My nieces loved that commercial when they were young. That old
Oh
Clark
yeah.
dancing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I always thought. Garth was trying to be on all those shows that he was always dressing up like.
Oh,
Yeah.
look like that.
Dana
it looked
Carvey,
like
Dana
It
Carvey.
looked like Dana
That's
Carvey.
what I thought.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It
Carvey.
looked like him.
That's what I thought too.
Well, that's interesting. So we'll find the question free money guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was around for like 2 years or something, and he was gone.
Oh no,
And
no.
then was that-
no.
Oh, was it still on for years?
Oh, it was in the middle of the night all the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I only saw him like.
He had a pretty
for
good
couple
run.
years.
He had a pretty
Okay.
good run.
Well, good. I'll have to watch the documentary.
Yeah,
That's cool.
documentary's pretty
Colt
good,
Snugger Tugger. A gym membership. James, have you ever been to gym? Do you gym stuff or?
I did in my early
YMCAs?
20s.
Okay. What was your? Was it? Where'd you go?
I went to the Powerhouse Gym in Kokomo. Yeah.
Cool.
I got from 129 up to about 170.
Sweet.
Right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Packed it on.
Yeah, I was also taking creatine and andro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Until they
man.
outlawed ephedra, and then I couldn't
Oh,
take any of that shit
okay.
anymore. Yeah.
All right. So, what was were you benching? Was it leg stuff? What were you
I
doing
was
it all?
because you remember my buddy Big Sean. He was training me. I was doing the same stuff he was doing, but at my scale.
Gotcha.
And he was training for like strongman.
Jesus.
So like I'd have to do like everything was pyramided. So I'd have to start with like the heaviest I could do, and then until I couldn't do it anymore, and then the next one
Do no
until I
failure.
could, until I could, all the way until I can't. So I'm just
Damn.
lifting the bar and you can't do it. Then I had to go out back and like flip a tire over all the way down the driveway, and then I had to get a harness on and put it on this sled thing and drag the motherfucker all the way back
and
down.
pull a jet engine or
No,
what?
I did have to. I did pull an S10 across the parking lot
Yeah.
in neutral.
Did you throw kegs over a wall?
No, just the big logs. No, I didn't do
Yeah.
that stuff. No.
So he was training for the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
What were you training for?
To get bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And it works.
Yeah. When I first started there, I weighed 129 pounds.
So you put on 50 pounds of muscle pretty
Yeah.
much.
In about 7-8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then why did you
He
One
blew out
year?
he blew out a knee
Okay.
training off just training, and then re-injured it at work, and then it was like I didn't have a trainer anymore.
well,
Lost-
you didn't have somebody to go
Well,
with.
I had
That's
2 weeks where I knew I wasn't going to have anybody there, so I was like, all right, I'm going to take 2 weeks off, get my
Yeah.
body recovery, and I'm just like, man, fuck, going back
Screw
in
it.
there. So I was killing myself, but I got
Yeah.
myself up to where I was good.
Nice.
Yeah, put some foundation on the
Damn.
frame. Yeah.
Did it translate to action? Did girls did
Oh,
during
no,
the
but
bulk time?
there's still the rest of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you still got to work with
What?
the rest of this.
Yeah,
Then I
damn
started
it.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no gym for that, man.
Shit still
I
goes
hear you.
downhill. So
Ain't
you
no
start
gym for
talking,
this.
can't
Yeah.
fix that.
So for a while, a short time, you were a member of a real gym.
Yeah, about a year.
Okay, all right. Mine was always the YMCA, but in town.
Yeah.
So okay, gym membership might send the wrong message, and it may seem like you think your dad needs to get in shape because it could be that your dad's
Probably do.
needs some shit. So unless your dad has actually been asked for one, please skip this idea. Instead of a barbell, how about a hefty barbell?
Yeah,
Take him out. Take him out for a drink.
that's what that kind of shit's for,
Hey, they can't all be Japanese penis jokes.
right?
Okay, number 7. Anything that's really for you. I know for sure that this was on the one we did for Mother's Day. Don't give your mom golf clubs and all the, here's your Slayer shirt, here's your ounce of weed, yeah. So stuff that you really want. This is for everybody, and this is, yeah. Sometimes people give gifts they really want themselves. Make sure the gift you give dad is something he'll enjoy, not something you want. Okay, like, definitely, again, I didn't know Karen was going to run to Fazoli's. But that is, do you know what kind of purse that is?
A black one with a C on it.
Your female IQ of women and things. Famous
Is that
purses.
Cheech Marin's?
No,
Because it's got the chain on it?
That's a Coach purse. Those are very expensive purses for women. Now that I've got, if you're not going to do,
That looks like some shit I would make at like shop class in middle school.
wait, these shoes?
No, well,
this thing?
the shoes too.
It's a Ganook. That you made.
Balance that shit.
It's actually a table lamp.
It's just a fucking chain with a couple pieces of leather.
It's yeah, I don't know, some sort of Jedi trick there. I don't know how that works.
Gold plated.
Now these are, you can maybe see in the middle a little bit.
Those are Payless shoes with glitter on them.
These are Jimmy Choo shoes. These are very expensive.
Jimmy Choo.
Women love Jimmy Choo shoes. So again, if you get something like this, obviously, again, something like this, or if she would give you, something like this. Okay, just because you put number 1 dad on it doesn't mean it's for me. Okay, so we don't want that either,
Look
right?
how it has the weight too.
Look, it's as big as my fucking hand. But
You
just
ever
because
had
it says dad on it doesn't mean I want it.
You ever had 845
stuff.
grams of penis, lady?
845 grams. Look at it. Hello, Barrie, Ontario. Okay, boring gift cards. So, you ever gotten a gift card?
Do what?
Do people get you gift cards for stuff like Christmas?
People don't
anything?
give me anything.
Well,
I
your
get-
mom or dad made
I
like
get
Christmas a gift card for Walmart or something, man.
cash.
Okay. So gift cards can be useful, but they can also feel impersonal. If you do get a gift card, make sure it's to a place that dad really likes. Even better, pair it with something small and thoughtful. So yeah, instead of boring gift cards, how about, like you said, James, exciting cash.
Cash.
Look at that fan of 2s, dude.
I got one of those in my wallet.
A 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not that rare.
No, I had a
They're
buddy who was getting paid from the bank, and he asked him if they still had $2 bills. So he had this whole check cashed out of $2 bills, and just started giving them, like, paying for shit in town.
That's
and like
awesome.
half of the town wouldn't accept them because they thought it were fake.
They think they're fakes.
Yeah.
I've done that too and asked, and they're like, we just gave them took them to Indianapolis, or
Yeah, when
we've got 2 of them.
He came up to the bar and he paid for me all in 2s, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, where'd you get these from?"
Just a little hint.
And then I passed them out.
The place to take these, I heard, is a strip club,
Strip club.
because you kind of leave them out, you kind of have your hands, and they look down and glance,
Think
and they
it's a 20?
and they think those are 20s in
Or
your
5s, at
hand.
least.
Yes. And hey, you know what? Why not tip with a 2 instead of the $1? You know why? Because of inflation. That's why you don't do it. Number 9, over-the-top gag gifts. Look at this fucking toilet golf thing. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, the gadgety friend sent me home with this, thinking like my son would like it, and it sat in my house for a while, and then we half set it up, and dude. But
What? Somebody gave you this?
The gadgety person that I'm talking about, sometimes when I would go to his house, he'd be like, hey, and he would have like, look at this thing. And most times, like, man, I'm not taking your extra garbage home with me. And for some reason, he would just not let me leave the house without this box of toilet golf.
What was it called? Poop putt?
It's poop putt, toilet golf, exactly, something like that. But the thing is, when I went on, all of them have, we get it.
Par 2?
Well, look at I don't really need a guy to pull his pants down and take a picture.
Right? Yeah.
I know what it is. Okay. I mean, I can only find like one picture where one of these, like the person had their pants up. Like,
If you're in the
box.
bathroom long enough where you need to do fucking side games, you need to go to the doctor.
Yeah. And good Lord. I mean, this wouldn't even be, there's phones, there's books, there's
There's taking a shit and leaving.
There's yourself.
Yeah.
There's lots of things to play with in a bathroom, but even in
I'd
1980,
feel better about a guy if he told me he jerked off every time he took a shit rather than if he went and played golf every time he took a shit.
what if they fuse those together, James? And before you know it, this mat is covered in streaks. You're trying to, I don't know. See, I'm thinking of fun games. Over the top gag gifts. Wilson Farm Market. It can be very funny, but if they're too over the top and they want you to get half naked and shit to do to play them. They might just be annoying. It's fine to get something silly, but make sure it's something your dad will actually find funny. So I don't think he really wants that kind of shit. So now here, I was going to do a little bit of play on words, over the top gag gifts, what dad would really like. So this brings up, please join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. live on Rumble for a segment entitled What Dad Really Wants for This Joke Slide. It's all sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. So catch us tomorrow night. Number 10, experiences. We kind of just talked about this a second ago. Experiences that require a lot of effort. Concert tickets, if he has somebody to find to go with him. Gift cards for things he doesn't enjoy buying for himself. Classes that require him to attend at specific times. Or anything that might add stress instead of relaxation doesn't always make a great gift. So I think this was not on the mom one, because this is like what mom wouldn't mind more. Hey,
I wouldn't mind concert tickets.
well, yeah, but I mean things like we're gonna go do painting and drinking wine and painting at a place. You know, women don't mind, like, not like, oh, I've got to set up an appointment and call over there.
Nobody would ever invite.
They don't care.
Nobody would ever invite me to do any of that. You kidding
Well,
me?
but no, but I mean just things that, you know, it's cooler to give women things that are experience gifts because they don't get, I think, as like, I'm not fucking leaving the house. Whereas a dude's like, I'm not going there that day. You know, it would piss you off because they buy you something and man, that's your Saturday to hang out and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. So, but again, you said people have never gotten you anything. So
Not really.
yeah. I think I've gotten tickets before, but they weren't for Father's Day or my birthday. They were just like a present. And I don't think I've ever received ones that were experiential. Okay, so I don't know. So a few examples of things that might require a lot of effort that dad doesn't maybe want to participate in. Visit to your mother's house, putting on clean pants on the weekend, cuddling, listening to you talk about that bitch at work, cleaning seeds out of the ditchweed, cunnilingus, and cleaning the microwave, which incidentally is code word sometimes for cunnilingus. So number 11, gifts that make fun of his age. If your dad is an old fart, he doesn't want to hear about it. Jokes about getting old or losing his hair might not land well. Probably because you can't hear him, old fucker. Turn up your hearing aid, old man. If they worked in the past, you may want to reconsider as your dad gets older and starts thinking more about his mortality. God, that took a massive turn there at the end.
Right.
Hey, you know, don't get him some gag shit or whatever. He'll be dead soon.
got
In
you
the
this
ground
shirt that says-
forever.
I got you this shirt that says pushing up daisies.
Yeah, no shit.
Pushing
Lordy,
closer
lordy.
to the end.
So here's, again, these would be, you know, don't get him colonial pen shit. Remember that?
Yeah,
Joel
yeah.
Elsterbeck?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a guy.
Used to be the old Mutual of Omaha.
Yes. Don't get him a Cola Guard. That's my shit in the box.
Shit in a box.
Yes, the shit in a box. Or, not tickets to this, the Funeral Expo, May 27th through the 29th.
Sounds
get one of
killer.
Sounds killer.
Sounds killer.
People are dying to get in. Okay, it's okay. It's in England or something.
Products and service fair.
And number 12 here, clothing. And you can see that fashion. Check
Right.
that shit out. Man, people were thinner back then, you know?
What?
But then as I look around here,
20 years ago?
no, this is like 1972, 75.
True. Yeah.
It's true.
That's late 70s.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
Well, wait,
that's mid.
you're a thin guy. This guy's a thin guy. The woman that usually sits over there's thin. It's just me that's gained weight over time. Everyone else is fine.
No, I was just thinking about it on the way here. Like all the guys that are about 10 years older than us,
Yeah.
are short and tiny.
Yes.
And then all these kids that are coming out of school are like 18, 19, but they're built like fucking linebackers and shit, super tall. Our generation is just a mix mash of what the fuck ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do
A
here.
lot of faces of Walmart come out of our generation.
Faces of
You
Walmart.
know, the big ladies and the big people. And
Faces of Walmart. You see plenty of that.
it was all that soda, man.
It was. That's what killed us.
My
Ruined
Walmart-
our generation.
My Walmart has some attractive people.
Oh, really?
There's not as many terrible people
Oh,
at
good.
that Walmart. Yeah.
Well, but
It's a
you're at night-
regional thing.
But nighttime, they're hot that come in at night?
We're not open 24. It's just yeah.
Oh, I thought you were open 24 and there's
just
still
like
people around you. And
the
stuff,
first
man.
hour of my day, there's people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But very good.
First hour and last hour, you know, there's always the people running in to grab some shit real
Yes.
quick, and then the people that at the end of my shift, there's the older morning people.
There's never you have to like really like forcibly grab someone and throw them out the door. They won't fucking leave. Like, hey man,
At
seriously,
Walmart?
we gotta, dude, we gotta.
No.
Dude, we
At the
got
bar,
work
like
to do.
every other weekend.
Okay, I thought maybe at Walmart, you might have somebody just.
At the bar every other weekend, but Walmart,
we gotta close. We're going. Okay, just make sure it's the right size or style. Again, this sounds like Christmas. Otherwise, your dad has to go through the hassle of returning or exchanging his gift. And once again with this one, seriously, the clothes thing. God damn it. So there you go.
You
There you
didn't
go.
really. I mean, you really didn't see a lot of big people on any of them old movies either. There weren't even
No,
like
back in
background
the
big
'70s
people.
and
It's
stuff,
just
people
like,
were thinner.
It's all that
Less
corn
chips,
syrup and
less
shit.
soda.
Yeah, it's corn syrup,
The weed wasn't as strong, so you didn't get as hungry.
and that's not true because look at me.
Well,
I mean, my cholesterol might be fucked.
that's what I was
but
saying in the first
fuck
place.
all
Like,
of it, yeah.
it's everyone else is skinny and doing fine. It's me. It's my problem. So there you go. A few things not to get your dad. Appreciate it. We're done.
Just
That's the end
only
of the
get
show,
him, only
Mike.
get him what he asked for, and we're going to tell you what we're going to ask for tomorrow.
Yes. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Be sure we'll have the chat on. We'll be able to talk to you. You can win a shirt. Last week we gave away a shirt. So the best chat, little again, it can be something dirty, awful. Tell us to whatever you want.
Feel free to hate.
Funny. Yeah, just whatever. We'll pick it. You can win a shirt. You'll be in for the drawing for the end of the month for the $100 gift card from Wilson Farm Market. So we'll start about 8 o'clock. Should be relaxed, a little more fun. Join us then.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing some more Father's Day things. But what we really want, none of this goofy shit. Obviously, you didn't want any of that shit,
No.
except the cash.
Well, I'll take concert tickets.
Have some tickets and some cash, but other than that, you don't want anything like what we just talked about. You don't want a mug. You don't want a shirt.
No.
You don't want an experience other than concerts. Yeah, so we'll tell you what we really want. Karen will be back. She'll probably be half popped. And again, it's all sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. I want to thank Wilson Farm Market for their sponsorship. Thank you very much. And also Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works.
And so for our Italian challenged James.
What? You're Italian challenge.
Oh
what?
my God. I messed it all up.
You
So-
jibber, jibber, jabber, jibber. What are you talking about?
for the woman that's at Fazoli's who's Italian food challenged, and her name's Karen, and then James Swinford.
That's me.
And that's me, James. Before we go, anything you want to say? One last thing. Anything?
Nah, I'm all good. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow.
Yes. And tune in as well tomorrow. Again, treat other people how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up, and now you go make somebody laugh today.